is Ryan Bertucci. I'm with the Southern Maryland office of Real Property Management Gold, locally serving St. Mary's, Charles, and Calvert counties out of our physical offices in Lexington Park and Waldorf. Today I want to discuss a question we've been getting asked quite a bit from some of our current homeowner clients and people inquiring from property management. That question is now the right time for me to rent or sell my home? That's kind of a complicated question that is specific to each individual person and what your goals are. And that's something you really need to discuss with an accountant or a tax professional. I am not an accountant or a tax professional, but I can, at least here in this video, give you some tools and some insight as to things to think about before you have that conversation with your accountant or CPA. So the first question, or the first thing I want to talk about, is on the sales side. On the sales side, you need to figure out what you owe on the property. It includes mortgage, liens, taxes, etc., and subtract it from the sales price and the transaction costs, such as closing costs, agent commission, taxes, early payment penalty, capital gains, state taxes, etc. So typically you take, what you can sell the house for, subtract your mortgage balance, and subtract the closing costs and other expenses. The closing costs and other expenses, it's safe to say they're going to be somewhere between 8 and 10% on average. It could be different, but say, say you're going to sell your house for $400,000, expect to pay about $40,000 in those kinds of expenses. So that means you'd have to, in order to break even and not write a check to sell that property, you'd have to have at least $40,000 of your mortgage paid down or have equity of that much in the property. On the rental side, it's a little bit different. You need to figure out what your yearly rental rate is going to be and subtract that from the yearly fixed expenses such as mortgage, PMI, taxes, insurance, and estimate on your variable cost, repairs, vacancy, property management, and turnover costs. So what you want to do is find out what you're going to rent it for, what your fixed payments are going to be, and then try to make an estimate on your repairs and other expenses for the rental property. Obviously, the older the rental property is, and the less that it was the last time it was renovated, it's going to be should be a higher, it's going to cost higher. It's going to be higher cost for you to maintain that property over time. But if you're having an older property, chances are that your payment is going to be lower as well. So you'll have more time in between there. Be proactive in those kinds of situations to try to get those costs lowered. But you got to try to make an estimate on that and figure out how long you want to hold the property for, because the longer you hold the rental property for, your fixed expenses stay the same, your rental rates will continue to go up, and you'll build wealth over time. That's kind of what Robert Kiyosaki's book is all about. It is very important to discuss your sale or rental of your home with a tax professional, as I said before. You'll be subject to penalties and increased taxes from income and capital gains if you sell a house and take a bunch of equity out at one time. Or, on the rental, you could actually get some tax benefits, such as, interest and things like that, potentially, depending on how you have it structured. So you want to talk to a tax person, because the taxes can make a huge difference in this decision. It's probably one of the most important things that are going to sway your decision one way or the other, whether you want to rent or sell it. One thing we're seeing right now that's interesting, we're seeing mortgage brokers are working with homeowners who have equity in their current homes and want to purchase another home, to have them keep the house as an investment property, pull some of the equity out, use that equity to purchase another home so that you can continue to build equity in the old house, rent it out, and then still own another house and continue to do it. We've seen several people do this on several homes over the years and continue to own more and more houses and build wealth that way over time. So it's something to look into. If you have a trusted mortgage broker or somebody like that, they may be able to help you with that. One thing right now I want to talk about the rental. The sales market is up substantially, as is the rental market. The rental market is actually outpacing the sales market in terms of gains right now. There's currently in Southern Maryland, we are seeing a 20% increase in rental rates over 2019. So we're having houses that were renting in Waldorf for $2,150, $2,000 range in 2019 that are now renting for $2,600 and $2,700. Lexington Park, we've got single family homes that rented for $1,850 in 2019, now renting for $2,400. So there is a big fight over these homes, especially single family homes on the rental side right now, because the supply is so low and the demand is still there due to all the military people moving to town. One cool tool that I have here is this rent for sale calculator on the NARPM website. Below in this video, there's a link to it, and you can put all your numbers into this calculator and it will give you a good graph as to what your returns would be if you rented the property, and what your payouts would be if you sold And it would really help you make these decisions and amortizes everything. Just gives you a really good payout if you can put good information in here. We are projecting about a 10% increase in rents over the next several years per year, which is substantial as we continue to move through this interesting market that we have post-COVID. If you want more information on the Southern Maryland rental market, we also have another blog on our website that can help you with that. And that's really all I have to say here. This is Ryan with the Southern Maryland Office of Real Property Management Gold. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to us on our website. Thank you very much and have a good day.